There are so many ways to use dye in Minecraft, but I never really considered what would happen if you could dye water, until I found this video by a super underrated creator named Josilia. She has a problem with the way all the water in the game is a deep blue, and so she found this dyeable water mod by Cozary and built some amazing creations, including a lush end island, a candy wonderland, and a revamped jungle biome. I was so inspired by this, so I just downloaded the mod so we can try it out ourselves. Let's get building. So you've got your normal water. This is the normal dyed water. This is white. You can see it's like a silvery water, kind of see-through, right? Then we've got our condensed water, where you add an extra dye, and this is gonna be not see-through. See how it's totally opaque? You can't really see the bottom of the water at all. Sort of like lava in the nether or whatever, or not just in the nether, everywhere. Then you've got the luminous water, which actually emits light, as you can see. So at nighttime here, and it's giving off like a little bit of a particle as well. And finally, last but not least, you can put both of them together. So luminous and condensed. So it's glowing, giving off those particles, but it's also not see-through and, you know, totally opaque. I really want to mess around with it today. So I thought we could try building a few things with this mod that would be pretty fun. So yeah, one of the first things I wanted to try building was actually like a sewer. So I thought we could get some like stone bricks and just kind of start sculpting out the bottom of the sewer. So let's say it's like a 3 wide channel and like 2 tall, maybe something like that. And then usually they like curve up, and then maybe like a slab there. We're just kind of building a cross section here. And I want to try using like lime water, maybe even glowing lime water, and maybe even glowing condensed lime water. I think we're gonna want to check those out. After that, I feel like it should go up to full level for maybe 2 blocks, and then back up to a wall, right? I think that looks about right. And then last but not least, we'll just do another curve in, and then maybe some slabs across the top like that. I think that is a good-ish shape. Let's go ahead and stack that just to see how it feels in here. Yeah, I think that's decent. So we're gonna grab just one little cross section here, and then we're gonna rotate it, put it against the side here, and then copy that a couple times. I think we're gonna wanna go like that. These can wrap around. This can wrap around. All right, that's the corner. Okay, cool. And then we just need to knock out this stuff as well. Let me turn on gamma so it's easier to see here. And then I kind of want these to all like turn off down other corridors. So like, what if we start turning this right here? We need to maintain the 2 blocks here. Then we can copy this whole cross section, rotate that, and then line it up. And then we just gotta kind of stack everything just like we did before to the corner, and then wrap it. Bam, bam. This will all get stacked like this. Or actually, we're gonna just take this turn instead of continuing straight, I think, right? So this can actually just be like this. Perfect. Let's just copy that now. Okay, perfect. So we've got our little elbow, and I kind of want to just copy this elbow onto these other sides as well, because we're just kind of creating the illusion that this goes on forever. I'm playing the new skate game while listening to this. Did they drop another skate game? We got another skate game before GTA 6? Okay, I think that's our full elbow. So if we clone this, middle click, rotate it a couple times, we should be able to, I kind of want to flip this one. We should be able to line this up, no problem. And everything should just paste perfectly. And then on this one, we'll actually, we'll go a different direction here. All right, perfect. So now if we go back in gamma or whatever, we've got like a totally perfectly dark sewer. Perfect. Okay. You know what? Let's start with the luminous condensed, and then if we don't like it, we can change it back to regular luminous. So let me. Okay. So that's all spread. I think we want to go right up to this stair block. and literally cover this whole area. I wonder, so how does the condense look when you're in it? Oh, okay, so you can still see through it when you're under it, but it's just from the surface you can't see under it. I like this a lot. This looks really cool. Swimming through this is awesome. I love the little particles. Do you think the toxic sludge should stop here, or do you think it should go one extra level and be... Oh, you can't waterlog? Oh, interesting. Oh, the mod doesn't have waterlogging. Okay. Okay, so we're just gonna have to it go up to here then. There's no way to waterlog, which is fine. That's fine. I'm sure they're probably working on it. Oh, right. This is the wrong water. That's right. Okay. There we go. Yeah, so that was another question I had. I do kind of want to experiment with this really quick. Like if we place a bunch of different colored glass, like water, how do they interact and mix? So like let's say we had just a quick water tank here. If we take like magenta and gray and blue, do they like, what happens when we do this? Okay, they kind of just sit on top of each other. Oh, interesting. That's a little weird, a little janky. Like if they ever actually implemented this into the game, I feel like they would need to figure out a better solution for this. For now, we'll just keep going. So yeah, let's take this luminous. I wonder if I can just like copy this now, right? And stack it because we have the water there. Yeah, we can do that. Okay. Dude, I like the way this looks. And then I wonder, like, I'd love to do like some sort of piping, right? Or like, let's say it's black concrete behind here. What if we did like it's kind of gross, but like brown water, like condensed brown water coming down and like mixing into the, oh dude, this is so sewer core. Oh, that's so disgusting. This is fun to play with, man. I'm having fun with this. Dude, this feels fun. I like the way this feels. All right, so how would we make this look a little better? I definitely want to, let's get rid of this for a second. It's so gross. I love the concept, but it's like grossing me out actively. I wonder if I like the luminous, but it is like almost really bright. I do wonder what it would look like if we did like luminous and then like regular on top. Or even like green on top would be interesting. Like if we did green here over the top, that is interesting. It like the green, the thing is when you do the opaque on the bottom, it looks a little weird. Wait, so what if we try like condensed green? I guess if we do condensed green, you wouldn't see the bottom at all. So then what if we try normal lime without the condensed, and also without the without luminous? Let's just see what that does. So on the bottom, luminous condensed lime, and then on the top, regular lime. Ooh, actually, that might be the winner. I kind of like how that looks. Because then you get like a little bit of depth. Yeah, dude. I kind of like how that looks. Okay, let's real quick sponge all this up. We're just trying stuff, guys. This is a fun stream. We're just experimenting. I don't usually stream like this. Usually I got like a plan. Today we're just messing around. All right, so let's go boop, 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 boop. And then let's clone that. Oh, dude. Yeah, I really like the non-condensed above the condensed. It also like creates this like layer when you're swimming in it, which looks really cool. That looks crazy. Dude, I really like how that looks. It's almost like the fog effect that you do with glass. You know what I mean? Except you can actually walk through it, so it's cooler. And then you could like actually swim under here. That's really interesting. There's like almost like a hidden world down there. Like you could hide like a hatch here. Let's say there's like a trapdoor, right? You could hide like a hatch, and from the top you wouldn't see it. but you would have to swim down there, and then you can actually see it and find this entrance. Right? That's pretty cool. Love the Mog screensaver in the back. Thank you. Thank you. That's a new addition. New addition to the stream. Oh, is it gonna hit the corner? Oh! So close. I think I literally just have to do this. Did I make the ceiling a half slab? That would be dumb if I did. Oh, I did. That's annoying. Kind of want to move it up then, but I don't know. I guess I don't have to. I could put some like chains here and stuff. Just want to like have some details like that, you know what I mean? Okay, so let's grab our axe. Pause 2. All right, so we're gonna can we do type replace? I can't remember if that's a thing. Replace stone bricks with stone bricks and mossy stone bricks and cracked stone bricks. I think we want to do that first and foremost. And then we're gonna do the same, but with the slab, stone brick and the stairs. I don't think there is cracked stone brick, anything else. So we'll just do that. And then we do the, oh no, I forgot that would happen. Oh God, I think we can fix that. I can't remember how. And then we'll do the slabs too. So slab, slab, slab. Oh God, those messed up too. Right, because it doesn't know the bottom slabs from the top slabs. Isn't there a way to like fix connect, / fix connect? It's all server stuff. Dude, World Edit in single player is quite literally useless. It's such a bad mod. I hate World Edit, man. I'm a World Edit hater. Axiom for the win. There's probably a way to do what I'm trying to do in Axiom, as a matter of fact, but that's okay. I just want to do some hand texturing, I guess. So I'll get mossy cobble, I'll get mossy stone bricks, I'll get moss, pale moss, maybe like a little andesite. Should make a pipe coming out of the wall. Definitely gonna do that. I think let's try to work on the, the texturing first, and then we'll take care of that. So we want to find areas where there's a bunch of mossy stone bricks, and we're gonna kind of slide in some moss, and then we'll sort of surround the moss with mossy cobble and transition out from there into the mossy stone bricks. Try to get some of that on the ceiling. And then we can mix in this this new pale moss as well. Super good for this stuff. Have a few places here where like the texture's kind of rubbed off the bricks. I think that's not bad. That looks pretty cool. I kind of want to add stone into the mix too. Dude, pale moss is actually a goated block. I'm gonna be real. I wasn't that excited when I first saw it, but it's proven very useful. Should probably just go on the top here and just scatter some. If you were invited to Hermitcraft, would you join? I get this question literally every single stream. It's crazy. I think I've been getting this question way more because they're starting a new season, but I don't know if you guys saw, they're not adding anybody new for the next season. So you can cut your speculation short. But to answer your question truthfully, I probably would say yes. I don't think I don't think anyone would say no to Hermitcraft. But I don't know, it would be one of those moments, if they ever did ask me, where I'd have to really take a look at my channel and see what I could change, because right now I'm already struggling so hard to get out content just on my super flat world and maintain the stuff that I need to be doing for like my own single player ambitions and stuff like that, I don't know. I think like I would have to change something about the way I make videos to make it all work if they did ask me. All right, what are some more decorated? Like, this is sort of the view that I want to prioritize here. This hallway right here. What are some other ways that we can make this look good? I'm gonna do a little more texturing probably on these two walls. All right, that looks pretty good to me. I think this is nice. I think I want to add even more chains, just like kind of hanging, dangling. Oh God, what have I done? Replace mode was on. Maybe we just copy this and put like another one on this side. What else, guys? What do you think? We got a few, I think we need like a pipe. What if we put some lightning rods? Maybe someone would have built like a bridge. Like a really crappy bridge. Here. Maybe some gates. Oops. Oh, dude. That's looking cool. All right, so someone built a little bridge. There's a couple entrances, some chains. A pipe going across. What else? Put some turtles. Dude, if only there were like crocodiles, that would go hard. So just, I think like having like a bunch of bats in here would be good for the short. Yeah, that adds like a lot of nice movement. Yeah, I think we need like a pipe here. Dude, it's too bad you can't waterlog things because I love waterlogging these grates, right? Wait, what? Huh? Wait, maybe you can waterlog things then. Maybe I wasn't doing it right. No, you can't. Okay. You definitely can't. Yeah, it's a shame you can't because I would love to use that here. But I could do like this. I have an idea. So let's grab waxed. And let's grab those. And then let's grab lime. Okay, so if that's where it's gonna come out, I wonder if we could do like this. And then add a little texturing on here. And then like maybe, probably just one of these. Yeah, I think I like that. I think I like having the bracket. Or maybe also having like a chain holding it up would help. Even though it's not going to connect to the ceiling perfect. I just feel like it adds a little bit. Maybe actually just to have it different from the chain. Maybe having an iron bar. And then we can do that. And then like just cover over the top. Could even just have a black concrete to imply that it like goes up and disappears. I think that's fine. Especially if we turn off gamma. I don't think it'll look too weird. Yeah, that works. All right, dude, this is actually sick. Dude, Minecraft needs to add colored water to the game. I'm like so sold on this. I don't know what else we could add here. We've got some piping, chains hanging down. I honestly think this is pretty sick. I don't want to like overcook, you know what I mean? I don't want to overcook it. So what was the other one I wanted to build? Oh, a tar pit. I wanted to try using black condensed water and try to do like a prehistoric tar pit where like dinosaurs are dying. And there's this really cool creator, Bure builds, I don't know quite how to say it, but they're a Japanese creator who does these incredibly intricate dinosaur skeletons. And I thought it could be really cool to try to build like a mammoth real quick with one of his tutorials and then put it inside of like a tar pit. So real quick, let's just get our water into place. Okay, I think that's it. God, that looks so weird. The other, okay, well, that's the condensed water. I wonder, we could also do this. We could also use regular black, but then coat the bottom in black concrete to make it seem like the bottom is deep. So let's do another little pit here. So now let's try the regular black water. Okay, that actually I think I like better because you can still see the side texture of the block, but then the bottom feels like really opaque. Actually, I don't know which one I like better. We'll see once we build the mammoth. We gotta play with this both. Does the water turn powder into concrete? It would, yeah, unfortunately. Well, Wait, I actually don't know. I haven't tried it. I haven't literally tried it. Let's see. Oh, it does. It does. It works the same. So let's look up Bure builds and see if we can find his channel real quick and show you guys what I was talking about with the dinosaurs. They're so cool. So this is the channel I was talking about. Bure's Minecraft, Bure, I don't know. I don't know which one it is. But they've got some really cool little detailed builds, and I wanted to try to find the mammoth. I think there's a mammoth somewhere in here. He's got so many different types. Pachycephalophosaurus. Oh, is this the mammoth? Ah, I found it. So I kind of wanted to like use this as a leaping off point, because obviously this is like a skeleton of a mammoth, whereas we kind of want to do like a live mammoth, or like a mammoth being fossilized or something, like maybe a skeleton of a mammoth. But we can definitely use this to go off of. How should this be? Should the mammoth be a skeleton, or should the mammoth be like decomposing in the tar pits, or should it just be an alive mammoth who's like just starting to drown? I don't know. Just make him alive. Okay, I would say if we're gonna do an alive mammoth, like maybe spruce wood for like his fur. You know what I mean? Like that kind of looks like the fur of a mammoth. Don't kill the mammoth. I'm not gonna kill him. This is a real thing that happened. They drowned in the tar pits. It's not my fault, chat. Don't blame me for the mammoths. I'm a mammoth lover. I want to bring them back. I think we're gonna need like dark oak, maybe spruce for the other details, and then we're gonna need like that smooth quartz for the tusks. So I guess let's figure out if we can copy that tusk shape that Bure came up with, because that's a really good leaping off place. I think he's got down a slab and then out a slab, and then this goes up like this. I'm pretty sure that's all he did, and then maybe one more like that. I think it's 2 sets of these. So if I take this and I just clone it and flip it, so that's like that. I think that's like the tusks of our mammoth. Actually, that's pretty good. I mean, there's maybe like some smoothing out you could do with some white stained glass or some signs or something, but I don't know. I think it's good how it is. I think anything more and it's just overcooking, right? So let's move this up. Quartz doesn't have any walls, does it? Dude, I don't know why quartz doesn't have walls. There's so many frustrating blocks that don't have walls. Like, why isn't there a stone wall? There's no stone wall. It's crazy, man. Like, walls are one of the weirdest things in Minecraft. There's like so many blocks that just, I'm like, why? Why doesn't this exist? So his doesn't have the trunk. Like, I need to figure out how to get a trunk in here. I feel like maybe nether brick could work for the trunk. He would have like a big trunk right here in between the tusks. Maybe like a stair there. And this would come down, and then maybe it splits off into this. And then we can connect these up with glass. Hey, that's actually not terrible. I wonder... Ooh! Chat! Am I cooking? I don't know if I'm cooking. Could you try keeping it dark oak all the way down? I think the wall, like, we need the skinniness of the wall. I think you're right, chatter. I think it just goes a little too far out. Like, bam. And I'm also not sure about brown for the glass color. Like, what if we tried light gray? Is that gonna blend better? Light gray. Against the sky, the light gray actually does kind of disappear a little better. The thing is, if we're in creative, we could also do debug and just completely freeze and get rid of these. The glass panes are really only for survival building, so we could just do that. Yeah, I think that's fine, right? We've got the head sort of taking shape. Let's try to keep sculpting this thing. I feel like they got big domes, man. The woolly mammoths have like a hump on their top of their head. Maybe like... The guy who did the skeleton, the woolly mammoth wouldn't have ears, right? So we got to do the ears. A Steve head could actually work, but that'd be kind of crazy. Like if I did this, do those function as like little nubby little ears? Maybe. They kind of look like eyes. Yeah, you're right. They kind of read as eyes. Yeah, I think the trapdoor is a little bit more accurate. We could even use spruce trapdoors to just, like, call more attention to the fact that they're not, like, part of his face. They're the ears, you know what I mean? Actually, the spruce might work. It's, like, just different enough to sort of, like, feel like it's not part of the face. I do like that, actually. Oh, yeah, hanging sign could be an interesting option. I'd like to try that. We could give it a shot. Let's see. Wait! Like, if it was just this, is there a way? Yeah, like, if it was just this, it would, like, totally work. But the bar kind of distracts, right? It's like, oh, it's almost perfect, though. So we got the head. We got to figure out how big we want this chunker. So let's see. Let's just try to eyeball it. Something around there looks about right. Like, maybe we start curving in right there. And maybe he's got, like, a little bit of a... like a hump going on in the back, because I just feel like he would, like something like that. That looks pretty good for the shape. So now we can go down. I think I want to probably bump that out. Maybe even do like a wall back here for the tail. Elephants have tails. Yeah, I think maybe just one little nubby there for the tail is about right. I kind of want to try to get the feet right. So let's see. I think the foot would go like right about here. And then maybe we've got like a trapdoor into... Right now I'm looking at the way that Burr Builds did it in his fossil. This is what he had. I'm just going to copy his leg shape and then we can make adjustments. All right, that's like the basic shape he had for the leg right here. It's actually pretty goated. But I think for our mammoth, we need to make some slight adjustments. I feel like it needs to start further back. I think that's about right. I think Burr also just used the same leg shape for the back legs as well. So let's try to line those up. It's gotta go there. He's got like a little bit of a rumpus. They have longer front legs than back legs. Interesting. Oh, no, you're right. You're right. We kind of want to get that shape. I think you're right. So I'm going to adjust Burr's build. I feel like oh, wait. That actually looks hella accurate to me. Maybe even... Dude. That's starting to look right. Oops. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Yeah, and then they really do have like this slope down on their backs. Like we could almost do like that and then have like a more dramatic slope down where it goes like something like that. Because mammoth, yeah, I think that's more accurate, guys. And then we could like really beef up beef up these. What did I break? I just broke something behind me. Hopefully nothing important. Ooh. Ooh, dude. I should do more organics. I feel like I'm freaking cooking, dude. God, he really does have a dumpy, though. I kind of want to just do that. I'm pretty sure that's what we need to do anyways. It does look a little flat on the sides, but I don't know that that's necessarily a bad thing. Why does that side look better than this side? Are they identical? I think they are identical. I think I'm just tripping. I think this is it. Like, there's little nitpicks that we can make, but for the most part, I think this is a really, really solid organic. So my question is, can we take this same mammoth and make it look like it's suffering? Like, could I put one of its legs, like, raised up out of the tar, like, reaching for the sky? No, please? Oh, God. People do not want me to do this. Bog Swamp canceled for re-extincting the woolly mammoth. I do want to try to make the tar pit. I'm thinking of, like, Yellowstone. Is there Yellowstone tar pits? Is that a thing? And they have like crazy colors and calcium buildups and stuff. Like I kind of want to just try starting to build that part. He could either be drowning in tar pits or relaxing in hot springs. I feel like you guys would prefer if he was relaxing in hot springs. We're gonna try to get that crazy like grand prismatic coloring that you see. Let's use the gradient color tool because we're trying to get back to like a cyan. So we're trying to gradient between those and maybe with like a nice yellow in between. So we'll go to the gradient helper. We'll put this in, then we'll put this in, then we'll put this in the middle. Well, that's a good idea. Gold sponge could be good. That's good. I do like this fletching table idea. What else? Yeah, we could just use birch. That's a pretty good gradient right there. Something like that. And then but I kind of want to build tar pits like around. I don't know what to like do with the terrain. I wish there was like I kind of want to just do this. I kind of just want to go like, and then replace air with mud. What do I guess I could just get rid of those blocks after. That's fine. And then there's like these areas where like it really like becomes like a salt flat. Like a big area here. You know what I mean? Where like I know it looks a little weird, but I think this could actually work. Once we get rid of the mud. We need to like figure out a noise pattern that looks nice. I don't know how the noise painter works though. That's the problem. Only one way to find out, I guess. Gradient painter, right? Okay, so let's try our blocks. So we wanted like packed mud into granite with like strip spruce. We want mud bricks, rooted dirt. Ooh, that's looking nice. I like the mud too, though. Yeah, I do like the mud too. I feel like we need to get back in like a second palette. There's like so much going on. There's like these salt deposits, but then there's these dark spots. Like, I have no idea how I could get like this soupy black and white mess. Because right now with the mud, I'm going for like this area, right? Like this weird grayish, brownish, sandstony. I don't know. We might not have the right palette right now. I think instead of like adding the brown, we sort of just like replace our palette here with like mud, like some deep slate, like just some gray blocks. You know what I mean? Maybe we have like tough on the very lightest end. That might be too light. I think that's too light. We could probably put coal blocks are very dark. Let's see how that looks. That's pretty sick. This looks a lot more like tar pit land. And we could do some pretty cool stuff with like veins of calcite and diorite running through it. That's actually pretty cool. And then what if we put the black condensed, or maybe it doesn't even need to be condensed. Maybe just black water. I just want to like try putting some like actual tar pits. Actually looks so freaking cool, dude. That looks so sick. That looks really dope. I don't know. I've never been to Yellowstone. What kind of, like eventually it goes back to being green, right? Like I almost want to do like a, oops. Something like this, where then it like goes back to, not green, like some sort of grass. You know what I mean? Like it goes back into like normal terrain with like some trees here. Really sort of like skinny to like coniferous kind of. Something like this. It also seems that in the background of Yellowstone, there's like a lot of rocky areas too. So, you know, lots of this sort of thing happening. Not quite like that though, you know, because I'd have like some of this and some of this and maybe a little bit of this. We already have that. You know, that vibe, I think, is sort of what we're going for here. Oh, man. That is really cool. The tar pits are really sick. I'm pretty proud of this build, dude. This is pretty cool. I want to, like, build up a little background for it, like a little mountain here, bunch of trees, little cliff. That way, for the short, like, we can just have this angle. We can sort of fly forward. But so that's colored water, man. We got the black water here, the light blue water here, and then, of course, the sewer. The only other thing I want to do is, like, honey factory with, like, orange, you know? Like, I wonder what would be better, orange or gold or yellow? I'm guessing the condensed either way. But it's just a question of, like, if we grab, like, honeycomb and honey, which, like, looks better in a vat next to these, right? Like, let's say you've got your honey vat here, and then there's, like, a bunch of honeycomb and a bunch of honey. Does this look more like honey? That's pretty dark. Or does this look more like honey? That just looks like piss. I don't know, actually. Long day at the pea factory. I think amber looks more like raw honey from the hive, this one. Yeah, I think the orange is probably... The yellow and orange flowing in different directions was kind of sick. That's true. We could have, like, raw honey, and then it gets filtered into the yellow. That could be kind of cool. Like, it goes through a machine and gets filtered. Because raw honey is a lot darker. And then the only other thing I wanted to try building with this... almost typed blood. With this mod is like some sort of like cyberpunk city with like red. I don't know why, but like just picture like a cyberpunk city with like red water flowing through. I don't know why I have this vision, but in my head it's so cool. Like if I just do something like that and then we get like, you get the vibe, right? That I'm going for here. Like, you know, cyberpunk city. Like, I don't know. There's so much possibility with this, man. I literally never thought about dyeable water. It, like, never crossed my mind. But it's so sick. It just goes together. Yeah, it just does. Well, guys, I hate to do this because we just got all those raiders. But I was looking at ending the stream pretty soon. It's been over 3 hours. And I got quite a bit of other stuff I got to take care of today. I still really want to do a honey factory, maybe with Rebella. Maybe we stream again with Rebella and build that because she's sort of the bee queen, the bee expert. Thank you guys for coming. This was so fun. I love you guys. And we'll see you in the next stream, all right?